What's your worst job ever?
Being a med aid in mental ill facilities. And then mother, but that's not bad. Motherhood's a hard job too.
How about flagging?
Flagging, it's okay, it has its moments. I think people not paying attention, you realize with them on the cell phone, and you really notice how people do not pay attention of their surroundings. But I like being a flagger. I like it in the winter time, but you know, working as, you know, summertime's great right now, you know.
Yeah, a day like today.
But it has its good days and its bad days, but you really, when you become a flagger or that type, you realize how people do not pay attention to the road.
Cool.
Around the holidays it starts getting worse.
Oh, I was in the Army and went to Nam. I guess that would be the worst job. That was the worst one. Yeah, I guess that's the worst one.
What did you do in the Army?
I was in the infantry. That's why it was really the worst one. Yeah, it was a beautiful country though, if you could get rid of the fireworks.
My worst job was, I'd have to say, shoveling out horse manure in a farm. That's about it, but I was in high school, so I guess that's what you do.
Where was the farm?
Out in Hillsboro.
And how long did you do it for?
A summer.
Never went back?
Never went back. Never even ridden a horse since.
How much did they pay you?
Oh, I think it was minimum wage back then, so maybe like $5 or something like that an hour.
What do you do now?
Mortgage broker.
It's a little bit better than shoveling horse shit?
A little better than shoveling horse shit. But you know, sometimes it's the same thing, it's all shit.
When I was 15, I worked at Burger King.
How long?
Burgers.
For how long?
8 months.
Wow. Then what happened?
$5.25 an hour. Don't eat there.
Why did you leave?
I was a little disgusted. Say no to fast food.
My worst job was bending springs for Kern Coil Springs, and I got there in the morning, and at lunchtime I quit. It was terrible.
How long ago was that?
Oh gosh, I was probably 16, about 33 years ago. Yeah.
How much did they pay you for that?
Shit, I didn't even go back for my check.
The worst job was a temporary job where my brother died and they wouldn't allow me to go to his funeral.
Ouch. What job was it?
It was a temporary job. I was doing bookkeeping, data entry, so on. They wouldn't allow me to go to my brother's funeral, so I quit the job.
How long did you work there?
I was there for about 2 months.
How long ago was that?
Probably 12 years ago.
Now what do you do?
I play my horn for a living.
You love it?
A lot better than a lot of the other jobs I have had.
Cool, let's see.
But there've been other jobs that have been pretty bad. Let's see. Another job that's been bad. Let's see. Cleaning up after sick people.
Where'd you do that?
Hospital. They're pretty messy. Before I stopped counting, I had maybe about 250 jobs. Now I work for myself. And I took up this job because of Y2K. I already had plenty of parable jobs, so I figured I tend to work mostly with computers, and so I figured with Y2K coming, I wouldn't have a job.
My favorite magician.
Okay. I wouldn't have a job, so I needed to learn something that didn't depend on computers or electronics. So I found a horn and said, I'm going to learn how to play this thing, and now I'm playing for my living. And doing other things too, like juggling. Yeah, juggle, 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 juggle.
Cool.
Anyway.
Well, thanks a lot.
The worst part about this job is there's an incredible number of rude people out there.
What's the worst job you ever had?
The worst job I ever had was cleaning coolant for a local foundry. And I'm telling you, it's the smelliest, stinkiest, shoveling. When they grind up steel, it has little metal fragments come out in this big old holding tank. It's a mess cleaning it out.
Wow, how long ago was that?
God, so I'm driving cab 27 years, so it was when I was like 18, 19 years old.
How long did you do it for?
Well, I did it for about 2 years.
Wow.
Just till I could find myself a good job.
You like driving a cab?
Yes, I do. It's actually a great job. It just has its moment.
They all do.
Going further than that.
The worst job I ever had was working at Safeway.
Doing what?
That was pretty cool. Well, the worst part of it was grabbing carts. We had this stop sign, but you wouldn't know it. You could guess why. Yeah. And then when you let people know about that, they're not too friendly.
How long did you do that for?
A year and a half.
What made you stop?
Well, to be truthful, it was school, but I was pretty thankful to get out of there.
How much do they pay you? $8
an hour.
Now what are you doing?
Right now, I work for a charity organization in downtown Portland.
You're a canvasser?
Mm-hmm.
How's that
work.
job? Is it?
Yeah, I like it. Get into it. It's a lot better than customer service.
Really? Isn't it kind of like customer service?
Well, yeah, but this is a lot different.
Yeah.
Because we're saving people.
Better cause than...
Of course, we're selling bread at the other store, but this way we're distributing it. So
Cool.
it works out a lot better.
Right on.